Hi everybody and welcome back to The Upside Dan. This is a movie that just kind of threw me right back in, made me really motivated, gave me some good inspiration to get right back on camera and talk about a film. I want to thank Regal so much for hosting a Regal Unlimited exclusive early screening of Belfast. Let's get into my spoiler-free thoughts on Belfast. A young boy and his working-class family experienced the tumultuous late 1960s. This film is written and directed by Kenneth Branagh. This film stars Jude Hill, Caitriona Balfe, Jamie Dornan, Judi Dench, Ciarán Hinds, and McAskie. So I just want to say, first off, the directing here is just great. The cinematography in general is just great. You really can see the passion for filmmaking. It reminded me again of why I love the art of film so much. There's a lot of scenes here and a lot of parts, you know, there's a lot of different things here that they did with the cinematography, the story even, the dialogue, the characters, the actors that they did that reminded me of why I love film so much and why I'm very passionate about it. This movie is, for the most part, in black and white. They do some really cool things with the color and then black and white. Like it starts out, it's in color. There's a nice, you know, exciting song on, really bring you into that mood, and then it transitions in a really cool way to black and white, where our story begins. And I thought that was really cool. Then throughout it, it's black and white pretty much, but when they're like watching a play or a movie or a television show, that part is in color, which I thought was really cool and really well done. The color, you know, the color correction and the color grading and everything to do with the color in the black and white. It all looked very professionally done. Of course it was, but I just was very impressed with this, you know, this aspect of it. I was impressed with a lot of aspects of this film. Kenneth Branagh does a really great job directing here, and writing. He did a great job writing this film. This was a welcome surprise for me. I got to go as a Regal Unlimited member because it was a Regal Unlimited exclusive early screening of Belfast, and I'm just so happy that I went. I think the acting is really good here. Jude Hill he's the young boy. He's a really good up-and-coming actor, I think. I will say there's and it's not just him, and maybe it's me, you know, with the Irish accent, it was hard to understand some of the lines that were said. And again, and even it's a line in the film, if they don't understand you, they're not listening, which I really love that line. I think there was some excellent dialogue here. There was just a few scenes, you know, a few lines where I was like, oh, what did they say? And then context clues, you can kind of get it. It didn't take me out of the movie, but there was some that was hard to understand. And from a few, not just Jude Hill, a few of the actors. But I still think that they did a really great job, the actors and actresses. I thought that really it was phenomenal, and I think that Jamie Dornan really surprised me here. I mean, I always knew he was a good actor because I know him outside of, I haven't even seen the 50 Shades of Greys. Caitriona Balfe really impressed me here, as well as, you know, the mom of Buddy. I think that she did a really great job here. Judi Dench is always phenomenal, and honestly, I did recognize her voice at times, but she has the accent on, and I was like, that's Judi Dench, right? I didn't know before the filming, but I thought that she did a great job. Her on-screen husband, Ciarán Hinds, did a great job as well. Really just a phenomenal job, I think, all around the board, especially by our, you know, main family. What a family it is. I love the themes in this film. The closest thing I can kind of compare this to, not just the themes, but like, is Jojo Rabbit. It just felt like that, where there's obviously bad stuff, really serious, deep stuff going on, you know, but there's just a great dynamic between a character or two. You know, in Jojo Rabbit, you had him and the girl and his mom. And in this, you have this whole family that just has great chemistry with each other. They feel like a family, and they really portray that theme of being a family, of, you know, community, knowing where you're from, loving where you're from, you know, and change, really. They really portray that all really well. And I loved that here. It really made me happy, you know, even though there are some dark, serious stuff going on in this film, like with rioters, with looters, gangs, basically threatening to, you know, kill. They did kill, and like different viewpoints, you know, like, and I loved the theme of that. As long as you're kind of a nice human, a line that Jamie Dornan says towards the end, you know, there's always room for them in his house. And I thought that was a really, you know, good message to kind of get across. The music here is great, especially this use of Everlasting Love. You've heard Everlasting Love in the trailers, but Jamie Dornan sings it. And I just thought he did such a phenomenal job, kind of getting me in the mood, you know, to be happy, you know, with his wife. And they were just dancing, and it was just a very sweet and sincere moment that just had me smiling from ear to ear. So many scenes in this movie had me smiling from ear to ear. It's just a very charming, very happy, very cheerful movie that I think that I would recommend a lot of people see, because I do think that it is going to be up for some awards come award season, and I can't wait for that, and I really hope that it does win some of those awards, because this was just a movie. I loved it. I loved this movie. The cinematography, the awesome shots, and there's times when, you know, the camera is on the kid, and then he's talking to his grandpa, and the camera's kind of off to the side, so the kid's kind of on this side, and then when it goes to the grandpa on the other side of the table, it looks like the grandpa's on the other side of the frame, which I thought was really cool. Honestly, negatives, I'm trying to think. I mean, I do have some nitpicks, like, I mean, the accent thing, but that's not their fault, you know. Some of it was hard to understand the dialogue. I wish we could understand the time that went by a little better. Some of the script, you know, I guess could have portrayed the time better, you know, because this was months and months had went by, and I just wish there were better transitions from scene to scene. But really, these are kind of nitpicks. I loved this film, and I definitely recommend it. Belfast is officially released Friday, November 12th. Definitely go check this one out. I definitely recommend it. It's such a feel-good movie while also incorporating darker elements, but really coming around at the end, and the emphasis of family and community, and I really liked that about this film. The ending just had me smiling ear to ear. The music just had me smiling ear to ear. It was really well done, and I definitely recommend this one. I think that if you liked Jojo Rabbit, I think you'll like this one. It feels the most similar to that movie. Before I get to my grade for this film, please leave a comment. What did you think of Belfast? Are you excited for it? Let me know down in that comment section. Please blow up that comment section. What would I give Belfast? Belfast gets a 9 out of 10 from me. That's a 9 out of 10 for Belfast. If you liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more, click around here to see something else. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the movie fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, and come to the Upside Dan.